there, it's Kelly here from Divine Alchemy Healing, and today I'm really excited and delighted to have the wonderful Mary Byrne with us. And Mary I spotted on some pendulum groups quite a long time ago, and I've always blown away by the decrees that she would write and the posts and the depth within them. And so we've managed to get her to come on and do an interview with us about how she came to work with pendulums, all the stuff she does, because she's multi-talented. She does loads of different healing modalities. And we're absolutely delighted to have you, Mary. So thank you very much for being here today. And I'll let you explain to everyone exactly what you do and how you came to it.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me here, first of all. And it's funny because I told you earlier, I actually picked up on this energy between you and Frog, and I was like, gosh, who are these people? So when you reached out to me, I was like, okay, here we go. And I just think I'm just so happy to be here, and that we get a chance to just spend some time together and to discuss things that are near and dear to our hearts. So to start, so I feel like I have kind of a unique look on healing. So I because of all the modalities I've studied, I feel like I'm a bit of a spiritual DJ. I figure out what resonates with people and what resonates with their souls, and I apply that energy to what they need. And I'm just grateful to be able to help people and to especially help them along their spiritual journey. I've been like super blessed to have some great teachers and some amazing experiences and mentors. So I just feel whatever, I try to pass on what feels authentic to me.
Yeah.
So
that's so lovely as well, isn't it? And you just emanate a sort of wisdom about you. You know, we've been talking for about half an hour before we started recording, but you know, just the energy coming from.
So do you. Yeah, definitely.
And like you said, we almost felt like we've had some past lives together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah.
No question.
Do you want to tell us about your amazing pendulums? Because I had a look on your website and was immediately attracted to, well, all of them, but the galactic one in particular really called to me. And I'm like, okay,
sure. So my pendulum journey is a really interesting one, because that one started when I was a little kid in first grade. I went to a Catholic school, and this little girl came in, one of my classmates comes in, and my mom showed me how to predict whether someone's going to have a boy or a girl when they're pregnant. And this caught my ear, and I was like, well, what does she have to say? And we all had these little gold rings. So we would take off these gold rings, and she showed us to use a piece of our hair and just hold it over our hands. And you could say yes, no. So within 10 minutes, all the girls were sitting around with hair and rings over their palms, spinning around. And I was holding mine over my palm, and I noticed this thing is spinning, and I wasn't doing anything. I was just holding it there. And then I started just, hey, what's yes? And I just naturally, as a child, was inquisitive, and nobody had told me that this was a wrong thing to do. It was just fun. And I started looking around, and I started noticing, hey, some folks, their rings are spinning a little bit. Some folks, their rings aren't spinning. Like, what's going on here? So that really piqued my interest in at a young age.
Yeah.
And then as time went on, I had a spiritual awakening. I've had several, but within one of them in particular, I started leaning on the pendulum. And I started figuring out, oh, I can connect to different dimensions with this. I can speak to different people with this. And it was pretty cool. I did have a couple of not so great experiences, but even that expanded my spiritual journey because it taught me how to feel. What feels good, what doesn't feel good. I mean, does that work with you too? Like you just, you kind of get a sense of what's around you, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, as you learn and you have these funny little experiences, you start to become more grounded in recognizing those feelings and sensations as well, don't you?
Absolutely. So, fast forward, a lot of the modalities that I've learned incorporate pendulum healing. So, I remember with Reiki in particular, I first started with a pendulum, but because of the pendulum, I was actually able to understand how energy felt. And then pretty soon I didn't need to use a pendulum anymore. When I would work with someone, I could just feel if their energy or how their energy was sort of feeling.
Yeah.
And then I got into the pendulum groups online and I just started having a lot of fun with it. And I've always collected them, but not like in the last year. In the last year, I've really collected quite a few.
Yeah.
And then I started noticing when I would meditate, I started seeing all of these shapes coming together. And especially with the galactic, the one that you like, the galactic healer. Incredible experiences I had with that. And that's when I started figuring out, I'm a graphic designer, so I would see these images in meditation and I started to piece them together on Illustrator. And that's how it started coming to be. And I would get a feeling of what would work, what wouldn't work. And here we are.
Wow. Have you got any with you? I just wondered if you could show us.
I have. Yeah, I do. I actually have the galactic healer right here.
Amazing.
So let's see. So let's see. There you go. That's the galactic healer. And it's already spinning.
Yeah.
So, which is great. What's really cool about the galactic healer is that it's actually a bit more of a transmitter, I found.
Yeah.
It really has a way of connecting you. For me, it connects me to Arcturian energy.
Yeah.
And it really kind of like brings in, I don't know if you can feel it. I can feel it on this end, but I can really feel like the energy is like starting to like kind of pump up because that's what it does. It like transmits this beautiful energy. And I actually have to have more made because it's turning out to be one of the favorites. And what's really interesting about this pendulum is that I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it has the wrinkles in it or amplifiers go through all the way to the middle. And I think that really helps. Plus the upside down triangles here and the wide discs, I think really help create that transmitting energy.
Yeah.
Plus it's just whatever intention you have for the universe, this is really great at getting it out there. And it's super reactive. I mean, here it goes.
I'm seeing sparks of light coming off it as it spins as well.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, really beautiful. Amazing. How do you make those then? You're obviously drawing the designs out.
I draw the designs, but I also, I have there are little tips and little things that I get, like through sacred geometry that I sort of incorporate into them. And I do have a pendulum maker that I work with,
Yeah.
and I'll send him my designs and I'll understand what I want to combine, because a lot of my pendulums have combinations of wood and brass.
Right.
Which I love. I love the combination of wood and brass. It's like bringing these two beautiful elements together, and they just really create a beautiful energy field. And my pendulums, I have a couple that are great for divination, but my pendulums are more for creating energy.
Yes.
And for really giving the work that we do an oomph. So it's just to bring in that. It's almost like this vortex that comes in that goes out, like wherever you want it to go, out it goes. So they're great for distance healing.
Just so beautiful. I'm quite surprised at the size of it, actually, because all my pendulums are quite diddy in comparison.
I love big pendulum. I love to move energy. So all of my pendulums are large, like they are. They're pretty big. Most of them are like 6 inches long, but they also, they're much wider. Like for this one, it's really funny. I have a friend of mine who saw my pendulums and was like, what are you like? You're like Frankenstein maker of pendulums. He's like,
Yeah.
what made you think of putting 24 amplifiers on an Isis pendulum? And I was like, I have no idea. I just saw it in meditation. He's like, it looks like a coil. And I was like, that's exactly what I saw, a coil. And I just find it like you just let them do what they need to do. Just let them get into your biofield and let them do what they need to do.
So when you're working, are you generally, like, say you've got someone with you, working in their energy field with the pendulums? Is that how you do it? Or?
So I usually do distance healings because for me, naturally, that's just the best way. Even when I do healings here in my little studio, when people come in, I actually have an intake form that I do with them. And I go through step by step what's going on with them, what's ailing them. And it's spiritual, mental, and physical, because I have found that what's going on physically usually manifests in the energy first.
Yeah.
So I really do my best to figure out what's going on with them. I measure the energy of the chakra, the front of the chakra and the back of the chakras. I really like tediously go through, and then there are I'll use the chakras. I'll use a pendulum to measure the energy of the chakra, because you can really, let me show you very, very quickly. So, all right. So is it okay if we connect to you?
Of course.
All right. So I'm just asking a command to please connect to Kelly's energy now. Okay. How are you feeling over there?
I felt like an energy came to me, and it almost helped me ground a bit.
Yes.
It felt like it was just calming.
Great.
My field feels slightly clearer, like a light, but calm. Not light going up necessarily that way. More like, just coming down and just allowing, I was saying earlier, the excitement of connecting with you is almost like sending me up naturally, but that felt like it just balanced me.
Exactly. And that's really what's supposed to happen. Getting the individual into a balanced state is really important, because that's when they're the most receptive to a healing. So would you mind if we tapped into like your first plane, your root chakra? or just something that you feel is okay. I don't want to put you on the spot.
Of course, do whatever you feel guided. I'll go with it.
Actually, I'm being guided to the second chakra. So can we please see the energy of the front of Kelly's sacral chakra? Okay, that's the front.
Yeah.
Thank you. Can we please see the energy of the back of Kelly's chakra, sacral chakra, for her highest and best good? Okay, so we're getting more energy, but now it's counterclockwise.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of energy in the back. See?
Yeah, that's really
all right. So thank you. And so now for the highest and best good of all concerned, and I work through the creator of all that is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask for, through the creator of all that is, and for the highest good of all concerned, that the front of Kelly's sacral chakra be completely cleared of any non-beneficial energies, of anything that she's ready to release. I ask this now. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. And as you can see, it's really going fast. So like when a pendulum swings like this fast, it's being met with some resistance.
Yeah.
As it starts to slow down, you'll see it gets a little more natural swing to it, right? And there we go. And how did that feel to you?
Felt really interesting because that's an area, firstly, where my kidney transplant is. And I'm also diabetic, so there's been a lot of things connected to
Interesting.
Interesting. And it is one I'm aware of that sort of tends to need more work than any of the others. I almost spend probably more time thinking about that one because I'm aware that it's not quite in alignment often. So
gotcha.
It actually felt really powerful just seeing it as well as feeling the energy. And it felt like slightly expanding.
Excellent. Yeah. Yes, that's good. Yeah. That's good. To me, expansion always means growth.
Yeah.
So I think that's great. Yeah. So let's do the back.
Okay.
So we're going to ask the same command for the highest and best good of all. It is commanded that the back of Kelly's sacral chakra be completely cleared, that any non-beneficial energies or energies that don't belong to her be released now. Any cords, hooks, all be released now and sent to the light of creation. We ask that this happens easily, gently, and that this healing is integrated easily throughout all dimensions of time, to all universes and multiverses in every and all languages she's ever spoken. Here we go. Now it's spinning again. The back is a little more clogged than the front. And again, see that?
Yeah.
That sort of like that resistance. Okay. All right. How did that feel?
Felt like my throat stuff, like when you get saliva and you have to keep swallowing. That was happening.
Yes.
I couldn't feel it as much sensation wise on the back, but I wonder whether that's just partly because I'm sort of sitting against the chair as well, and I was like, I was aware I felt aware that energy was shifting, but it was different from doing the front very much, because the front felt to me like it was more receptive to that, and the back felt like, yeah, there was a little bit more of a like holding myself. And I think
Right.
there's this thing that it's like an overhang of having a lot of surgery. I sort of tense myself, even when I'm trusting someone to do something. But it feels like that's where it sort of stems from in a funny way. It's like, although you can't tense your back particularly, but that's
Right.
where the tension is. And yeah, that part of my body, it's had so much. I mean, I had a stoma for 18 months. They took my pancreas out at one point, and
That's a lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've been left with a lot of scarring. So when I look at it, I have to try and catch myself before I am annoyed by it, because I often am annoyed by it, by how it looks.
Okay. So why don't we maybe just try a couple of other things that I think would really help you right now. So to understand my understanding, like everybody has their own view of what the energy systems are. I see them two ways. I do see them as the chakras, like spinning wheels. I also see them in planes, like actual planes.
Yeah.
So when I'll look at someone, I'll see each plane like line up, or I'll see what's going on chakra wise. Mm-hmm. So what I would like to ask you now is it okay? So let me get back to my point. My point was the way I see chakra energy, things come in through the back and out through the front.
Okay.
So when I do a clearing, I like to clear from the back and have it come out through the front. So I'm feeling like we should do a clearing on the back of all of your chakras. Can we do that now? Your entire energy field?
Yes.
Okay, so
you can.
That's another thing. It's really important for us as healers to have ethics.
Yes.
And in my opinion, it's unethical to go into someone's energy without their permission.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's very important to always ask the permission. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to ask for connect to the back of Kelly's chakras. Okay. Please send through the creator of all that is in the highest truth of the universe. Send unconditional love, streams of grace through the back of Kelly's chakra system, all of it, the entire aura. For her highest and best good, it is done, it is done, it is done. And I am using this pendulum as a tool to give my commands more energy. I am not using the pendulum to do the healing for me. I am using the pendulum to bring more energy to my intention and to my command.
Yeah, I work very similarly to that.
And okay, let's see. And now we're going to go clockwise. So the beauty of this is I too am getting a healing.
Yeah.
Which is wonderful.
Yeah, it's lovely.
And again, look at that. Look at the speed on this. And here we go. And so another thing I do is I wait, and I let it swing for a little while before I decide that it's over, because I get an internal nudge of when it's done.
Yeah.
And We're getting a little more. There's a little more that needs to be done. So I didn't get that. I get a feeling of expansion when it's done.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's coming in now. Okay, now we're done. So how are you feeling over there?
I'm feeling like I'd quite like a nap now. But it's a nice.
That's actually good.
Yeah, it feels like stuff has happened. And yeah, there's that sort of energy of, which I find with a lot of pendulum work is, yeah, afterwards you just feel there's no real traumatic side effects to any of this work. You might just feel a little bit tired afterwards, and that's because the work's been done, isn't it? But yes. As I'm talking to you, it feels like it's still integrating, and it's feeling, yeah, like everything's sort of lining up in a more open way, which is wonderful. So thank you.
My pleasure. So why don't we take a look at your sacral chakra now and see where we're at.
Yeah.
So we're going to ask to connect to Kelly's sacral chakra now. And I'm getting a very beautiful pink color there right now. A beautiful, beautiful shade of pink.
I was just thinking.
It's another misconception. So in reality, our chakras are clear. There is no color. Sure. We all actually have different colors.
Yeah.
And different colors flow in and out of our chakras all the time. All right. So show me the energy of the front of Kelly's sacral chakra now. So see how we're getting a much clearer, more energetic, more vitality. I mean, that's great. That's great. Thank you. And now we're going to take a look at, show me the back of Kelly's, the back of Kelly's sacral chakra energy now. And now we're getting a nice clockwise position, more energy, more vitality, kind of like all running in the same direction. So,
do you know, the overwhelming feeling is like, because of stuff I've been through, I can be quite resistant to things. It's something I work on, but it was almost like once you've done the energy balance of all the chakras, it went, yeah, I just haven't got the energy to do resistance.
Well, there was, though. Did you see like that really big spin? Yeah. That was a lot of resistance at first, and then it chilled out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's my honor, really. It's my honor to be able to work on you or anybody. I really find it, it's like a grace to be able to work on people. It's a lot of trust that people put in you when they come to you. And it's important to really understand and honor that, but don't get too bogged down in the seriousness of it. I mean, you know, not trying to reinvent the spiritual wheel or anything like that. I'm just trying to add a little sparkle to it. Maybe a crystal or two.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, it's important to continue for us to continue to grow.
Yeah. Do you think people watching this can connect to what you've just done there for me as they're watching that and actually receive that as well?
Oh, yes. Yeah, most definitely. I don't know how we're doing on time. Are you interested in doing a little meditation?
Yeah, I'd love to. I think that'd be
okay. All right. So I'm gonna guide you through a meditation that I use often, and then I will bring in things that I feel. Actually, it's more of a channel. Okay. So when I'll start speaking here, I'll just speak what is coming through. Okay.
That would be wonderful.
Okay, great.
So I'm viewers, if you want to join in, maybe just take a moment to sit and make sure you're in a comfortable space. have a sip of water, that sort of thing.
Great idea.
Yeah, water. Cool.
So, yeah, as Kelly said, for all of you who are watching, right now, I'd like for you to please relax and find a comfortable seated position where your feet are flat on the floor, but you're still comfortable. Cross-legged, I would prefer you didn't do that because that can interfere with the energy flow. So it would be great if you just kept your feet flat on the floor and your hands either on your lap or wherever you like. All right, so actually, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna do before we start, I'm gonna do a reading on the environment and the lightness of the environment right now and show me where we are percentage-wise. So right now our environment is at 100%, which is great. Okay? And then we're going to check it after we do our meditation. All right. So the first thing I would like for you to do is to just close your eyes and take a nice deep breath and fill your belly. And hold it for a few seconds. And now release. And then breathe in again. And hold it. And now release. And now one more time. Take in a deep breath, the deepest breath you've taken today. And hold it and release. Now, I would like for you to take a breath in and bring it into your heart center and allow that breath to spin through your heart center and create an energy ball. And you're going to take that ball and you're going to send it down through your body. You're going to send it down through your chest, down through your hips, down through your thighs, past your knees, down your calves, and down through the bottoms of your feet. And you're going to see your energy. You're just going to have this beautiful energy cord that you're going to send down through your 10th chakra, which is about 10 inches below your feet. And you're going to send it down to the center of the earth. And you're going to send your energy right through the center and you're going to wrap it. You're just going to wrap it all around. And now you're going to use your breath to let that energy bounce right back up. It comes up through your 10th chakra. It comes up through your feet, bringing that beautiful earth energy up through your calves, through your thighs, up through your hips. And now it's going to go up through your chakra system. And you're going to feel your chakras one by one being cleansed and rinsed and open and perfectly aligned along your spine. And it's going to go up, 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 up through your shoulders, through your throat. And it's going to come out through the top of your head, right there. And you're going to turn that energy into a beautiful bubble. And you're going to put yourself, your essence, inside of that bubble. And now you're perfectly grounded to the earth, so you can send that energy up, 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 up through the ceiling, up through the roof of your home, up into the blue sky. You're going to be able to look back and see your beautiful town. Then you're going to keep going up, up, up. You're going to see your country and keep going. And you're going to go right out of the Earth's atmosphere. And you're going to continue going up and you're going to go into space. You're going to see beautiful nebulas. You're going to go past all of our planets and our galaxies, straight out of the Milky Way into the beautiful universe. And you're going to see all kinds of beautiful things, nebulas and stars. And you're going to keep going up, up, up. And you're going to go right out of our universe into this black void, which is the great void. And you're going to keep going up through that. And as you're going up, you're going to start to see these beautiful lights. There are going to be white lights and black lights and gray lights. And you're just going to keep going up, up, up through that. Keep going up, up, up. And you're going to see this beautiful golden light. And you're going to go up into that beautiful golden light. And you're going to allow yourself to take some of that in, because that's Christ consciousness or Buddha consciousness, or however you want to call it. It is the highest consciousness that you can feel of the Ascended Masters. And take some of that energy into your bubble, and you're going to keep going up. You're going to go up, 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 and you're going to start going through an area where it's rainbow colored, and you're going to see sacred geometry. You're going to see musical notes. You're going to see all kinds of things, because this is where the laws of the universe live. And you're going to keep going up through the laws of the universe. And when you reach the tippy top of that, you're going to go through this beautiful pink mist. And this is the law of compassion. And as you go up, 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 up through the law of compassion, you're going to feel it almost giving you this slingshot feeling. It's like the further you go up, it seems to pull you down, but you're going up. And then all of a sudden, it releases you like a slingshot. And you go up through this doorway. And when you go up through this doorway, you're into this beautiful light. And this light is very bright, but it doesn't hurt your eyes, and it's iridescent. And you see beautiful pinks and blues and all of these beautiful colors. And you're just going to keep going up, up, up. And it's actually, you're going to feel the tingling of this area. And congratulations, because this is the energy of creation. This is where we can make all of our dreams come true. This is where we can manifest through unconditional love and the highest truth of the universe. And you're just going to keep going up. You're going to go up 1,000,000 miles high and 1,000,000 miles deep. And then you're just going to go ahead and dissolve your bubble into this beautiful, safe energy. And you are now one with the energy of creation. So from this energy, I would like to thank all of you for being here. And I do feel that I'd like to thank the Creator for bringing us all together today. I'd like to thank all of our guides. I'd like to thank all of our spiritual helpers. And we'd like to send an unconditional love healing to all of our guides, to all of our angels. Right now, we ask that they receive this beautiful healing of Creator's unconditional love. And now I'm feeling that we should do some downloads. I would like for people to actually know and understand by definition of creation, of joy, what joy means. That you know how to feel joy, that you understand what joy is, and you have the highest truth of what joy is, and that you're capable of feeling joy, and that any type of block or attachment or anything that keeps you from feeling that joy is now being released and sent into the light of creation, never to be heard from again. Any lessons attached to that are now completed. Any obligations or duties to you not feeling joy are now completed. And we move along. And now we're moving along that some of you need confidence and understanding how to trust yourselves and understanding what confidence feels. So we're going to ask the Creator to give everyone downloads of confidence, of the definition of confidence according to Creator, understanding why the world works the way it does through the eyes of creation, why things happen through the eyes of creation, understanding and trusting yourself through the eyes of creation. Let's see. Also to know the feeling of trusting yourself, the feeling of confidence. We would also like to work on, understanding that miracles happen, understanding that we are worthy of miracles, understanding what it feels like to receive a miracle, understanding that what it feels like when you receive a miracle. And also I'm being told to remind you that miracles look different to everyone. They're not always big and flashy and sexy. Sometimes there are these little things that happen to us that are very miraculous, like a bird landing on a branch right in front of you, or these little signs that we tend to overlook. And they're really miracles just for you, something that the universe is sending to you, and for you to trust that that is there. And also, I'm being told that we need to remove any blocks that keep you from connecting with the higher realms of creator. And this is what I call creator, okay? You guys may have very different terminology. For some people, it's Allah. For some people, it's goddess. For some people, it's Buddha. It's different for everyone, but it's this energy of pure unconditional love and the highest isness truth that we can know. There's no judgment, there's no fear, there's no nothing there. That is completely safe for you. So I would like to, actually, Creator is asking me to remove any blocks, any generational blocks. Some of you guys, so I'm seeing a farm, and I'm seeing people who have lost crops, and actually they have damned the Creator because they lost their crop. And understanding that these blocks stay with us as generational, just these generational miasms, these generational blocks that happen. So I'd like to clear out any generational blocks that keep us from connecting to Creator, and understanding that Creator is safe for you, understanding that Creator is there for you, understanding that you can create trust with Creator. You trust Creator as much as you trust yourself. There's a very direct correlation there. So again, we're going to ask to be downloaded with trust, the trust of creation, the trust of love, the trust of unconditional love. And we're going to ask that all of these downloads now go in through your crown, they go down into your body, and you just feel it. You can feel the light of creation coming through you and healing you and helping you to understand this world better. And we're going to also allow our guides and angels, all of our higher spirits, all of our higher guides, to take part in this with us. Just breathe it in. And now we're going to ask Creator to send this beautiful golden light down through the top of our chakras. This beautiful channel that we've created is this just golden, beautiful light that's going to come down into the body, down through the entire body. It's just going to go all the way down to the bottoms of your feet. And we're going to ask for the Creator to send blessings to us all in whatever way we see blessings. This is going to be very individual, in the way that you see blessings, so that you will know that you're receiving a blessing. And we're going to ask that these healings be integrated throughout all of time and every direction of time, every dimension, every multiverse, in every and all languages you've ever spoken, throughout every incarnation. And we're going to ask that this healing be done on every and all levels and aspects of who you are. And we're going to ask that it be done gently, quickly, and very lovingly. And we allow that to be integrated as we sleep tonight. And you'll have a great sleep tonight. And we're going to thank Creator for being here and helping us, and all of our guides being here and helping us. And I'm going to invite you to come back and open your eyes. And we're going to say, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. Whew.
Oh.
Very nice. How are you feeling there, Kelly?
I felt like my heart exploded into a million bits of light.
Oh,
and then all came
I felt huge expansion, just huge expansion. So why don't we take a look? I'm going to take a look and see on our trusty percentage chart here. So we got 100% last time. Let's see. Please show us the level of light within this environment now, within our environment that we've just created. Waiting, giving it a chance to settle. Okay, so it's not settling. So it's gotten so high it doesn't even register on the chart anymore.
I'm not surprised, to be honest. It felt so fully inclusive, and everything you could ever want was being healed and supported and loved, and just amazing. Really, I sort of feel as high as a kite now. I'm just gonna go and skip through a meadow.
It's great. It's a great feeling, isn't it?
It's so lovely. It's so lovely. For me, it's actually really nice to be on the receiving end as well for it. I know you're getting it as well, but obviously I'm often doing that for my clients. And
right. Yeah. It's really important for us as healers to get healings too.
Yeah.
And actually, I think it's actually more important for us because we do tend to sometimes we don't ground ourselves well enough, or we don't cleanse ourselves well enough after a healing, and we could end up with some residue.
Exactly. I know. And actually, I mean, I do a lot of work sort of through YouTube videos and things where they're being played to me, but actually I haven't done anything with a person for ages, just because of circumstances, really. But it was an absolute joy to just be able to completely let go and sit.
Yes.
So thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. It is my pleasure. It really is my honor.
I think, and I really hope everyone watching this comes back and watches that meditation and participates in it regularly, because it feels like a really good one.
It's a good one. Yeah. It's a good one just generally to be doing. And you can always change it up or add something that you might want. Or
I was thinking that you could just, allow you to guide you all the way up. And then, if there's something specific you'd like to bring more into your reality as you're living it now, you could ask for that as well, couldn't you? So
absolutely. Yes.
Thank you, Mary. I think we're going to have to probably wrap up. I feel like I could talk to you forever. And I know
I love talking to you. So yeah, I get it. I'm really enjoying this whole thing. It's just so much fun.
Oh, is there anything you want to add before we go, or just
just to remember that this is supposed to be fun. This is not supposed to be this big serious. I mean, yes, there are times to be serious, obviously, in our lives. I think we have a lot of that. But to look at this healing process we're going through as a process, as a journey. It's not something that ends one day. It's just something that we're always sort of moving along, and to just see the joy in it, and to take a moment and just really appreciate being here as a human being now on earth that we've chosen to incarnate at this moment. And I never thought that when I started this journey, I never thought that I'd be, healing people through a screen. I just never thought that we would be doing this. But it's amazing how far technology has come and that we can reach so many people now. So I just find it to be a great honor. And I'm really grateful that I can use what I've learned to bring peace and clarity to people.
Yeah, it is such an honor, isn't it? Doing any work like this, I think. And as you say, working through a screen, it's all energy, so it doesn't matter if the person's in the room or if they're over the other side of the world. We're all connected.
No, that's right. All they have to be is receptive, and open to healing. That's all it has to be.
Yeah. Wow. Mary, tell us your website. We'll put it across the screen in the YouTube video.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah. It's www.marybyrne, and Byrne is spelled BYRNE.energy. And it's a pretty interactive website. There are a lot of quizzes on there that are meant to help people figure out where they're at energetically. So I hope that people take advantage of that. I do ask you for your email in the beginning, but I will not bother you throughout the rest of the quiz taking, and really jot things down to understand kind of where you're at spiritually, what you're feeling, and just take this inventory of where you're at.
Yeah.
Help a lot.
Yeah, I looked at your quizzes. They're really good. And I did the chakra one, and I'm going to do the others at some point as well. So I highly recommend having a look at Mary's website. And again, connect with her as well if you feel drawn to do some amazing work, whether through pendulums.
If you're drawn, yeah, sure. If you're drawn, if you're ready and you're drawn, that would be great.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, let's wrap up for today. Thank you so much. And, we'll obviously stay in contact.
Yes. And thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to meet with you and Frog, which has been amazing and fun. And to have the opportunity to reach out and help people and bring them some peace.
Thank you for being a wonderful part of our group as well. We really appreciate you.
Oh, I love our group. It's so fun. It's a very nice group.
Really nice. It's so friendly as well, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
So far, we've managed to keep it fairly scam-free, which
You're doing a great job. You're doing a great, great job keeping it spam-free, because that really can change the atmosphere for people. It really can.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm working on the frequency of the group is too high for those sort of people to come in too much. You get the odd one here and there, but
that's right.
Yeah. We've
right.
Our own bubble of light in the
Agreed.
Group. All right, Mary. Well, I'm going to say goodbye, and thank you so much once more.
My pleasure. Thanks again for inviting me. It's been great. It's been great. Really fun and really lovely connecting with you.
Thank you for being our first guest as well.
My pleasure.
All right. Take care. Lots of love to you. Lots of love to everyone who's been watching. And we'll all see you again soon. And please give this video a like and share it to anyone that is, interested in this sort of work, because the more views we get, the more visible we are on YouTube. So lots of love to you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Guiding souls to realms where dreams convene. Kelly and Frog, the masters